2 Timothy 2 and 3. Therefore, thou therefore endure hardness as a good soldier of Yahweh Shah. No man that weareth entertain himself with the affairs of this life, that he may please him who have chosen him to be a soldier.
How do you endure hardness, man? You endure hardness by keeping your spirit locked in with these scriptures, man. That's how you endure hardness as a good soldier, man. You gotta have your mind on these scriptures, man. You gotta be into these scriptures, man. You gotta read, you gotta pray, you gotta study. All those things, man, are conducive to the spirit, man. So that you can please Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, who called you to be a soldier, man.
I'm gonna drop down to verse 15. Study to show thyself approved unto Yahweh, a workman that needed not to be ashamed, rightly dividing the word of truth.
Fine, man. Study to show thyself approved, man. So you gotta, like I was saying before, you gotta study and you gotta rightfully divide the word of truth, man. So you know good from evil. So you know how to break down certain mysteries, certain prophecies, so that you know what time is coming, whether it be a time of peace or a time of war, man.
Yeah, well, the scripture say, what manner of persons ought to be, hastening the day of the Lord. So the scripture say the Lord is our shield, the Lord is our buckler. You need the Lord, like the brother was saying. Ain't nothing else can save you in them days. You could have a bug out plan. You could stock up water. You can stock up food. None of that stuff is gonna work for you. Only the Lord gonna be able to save you up out of this place. Hence, that's why his name is Yahweh Shai. He delivers. He gonna deliver us his elect up out of these troubles, out of these perilous times that's coming.
It's great.
Yeah, man, because money ain't gonna save you. Sooner or later, the money gonna drop. It's gonna happen in order for them to have that chip to push it out. So that's gonna happen. So so money, what the world worships, you're gonna be wiping your ass with that. But using it to keep you warm, making a fire out of it, keep you warm. You gotta have these scriptures. You gotta have faith. Put on the full armor of the Most High, like the brother was just saying. Otherwise, you're doomed. And hope, not blind hope like these niggas who go to church. These so-called churches, they got blind hope. They got hope in Obama. They had hope in Obama. I don't know if they still do. But they got hope in this world. You got people looking at this presidential candidacy. All these candidates and Trump and Hillary really trying to find something good out of that. Trying to figure out which one they gonna vote for. As if they gonna fix anything. It's a plan that's written out and the Lord is gonna execute it, and the plan is to destroy America.
This is Sirach when he's talking about hope and endurance and all that, and faith in the Lord, man. Sirach chapter 2, verse 1. My son, if thou comest to serve the Lord, prepare thy soul for temptation.
Yep, prepare yourself for temptation. The servant is not over his master, and Yahweh Shai, who is over us, he got tempted. So anyone who come to serve Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, you gonna get tempted also. Especially in this hellhole of a place called America.
Set thy heart aright and constantly endure, and make not haste in the time of trouble.
Yeah, constantly endure, and make not haste in the time of trouble. Trouble come, faith in the Lord. Like when the money's dropping, riots break out, and people going in and they looting stores, the man of the Lord ain't gonna be out there. You gotta calm yourself down. Make not haste in the time of trouble. Don't be too hasty to get up and try to get you some food. You gotta trust in the Lord. The Lord done fed prophets from the mouths of birds before. He had birds come and bring them food before. So the Lord gonna make sure that his men eat. You just gotta have that faith. Because the Shaitan will tempt you. He sure will tempt you.
Cleave unto him and depart not away, that thou mayest be increased at thy last end.
Cleave unto the Most High. Get into these scriptures. Follow the commandments to the best of your ability. Watch the apostles. Watch the apostles of Great Millstone. Really. Because the Lord is dealing with them. Cleave unto the Most High. Because that's your protection. The Most High, that's our everything. That's our protection. That's our hope. Cleave unto him so our latter end we could be increased.
Whatsoever is brought upon thee, take cheerfully, and be patient when thou art changed to a lower state.
Yeah, be patient, and that's what all these brothers can attest to, man. Being brought to a lower state. When you first come into this truth, you hear brothers say, "Hey, you come into this truth, man. Just know shit ain't gonna be going your way." I remember coming into the truth vividly, man. Sometimes watching videos with the brother behind the camera, and we hearing that. You come into this truth, man. Shit, you gonna go through some shit. And you really are gonna go through some shit. But take it joyfully. Because that's a sign right there. That's an attribute of the man of the Lord. So that's happening to you. That's something that gives you more hope. You don't want to be living it up in this shit right here. Like the scripture say, give me neither poverty nor give me riches. So you don't want to be rich up in this place. You don't want LeBron James money. So ain't no point in this shit about to be over with. If you're trying to come up too much in this place, that shows a lack of faith. Because you're supposed to be hastening the day of the Lord. Knowing that the Lord gonna give us our daily bread. So,
For gold is tried in the fire, and acceptable men in the furnace of adversity.
yeah, he just compared his men, the acceptable men who the Lord is gonna accept as his elect. He compared them to gold. And it gotta be tried in the fire. But when it comes out the fire, it's pure. Pure gold.
Believe in him, and he will help thee. Order thy way right and trust in him. Ye that fear the Lord, wait for his mercy. It says, ye that fear the Lord, man. Not everybody out there that's committing all kind of wickedness, that don't want to fear and reverence Yahweh Shemi Yahushai, man. It's not talking about y'all, man. It's talking about the men who fear the Lord, man. Wait for his mercy, man. That's who the mercy is coming to, man. Those who have fear and faith towards Yahweh Shemi Yahushai. The rest of you people, man, the mercy is not coming to you, man. The wrath is coming to you, man. And go not aside lest ye fall. Ye that fear the Lord, believe him, and your reward shall not fail. Ye that fear the Lord, hope for good, and for everlasting joy and mercy. Look at the generations of old and see, did ever any trust in the Lord and was confounded? Or did ever any abide in his fear and was forsaken?
Yeah, so the Lord gonna take care of his elect, of his man. You have fear in the Lord, you abide in the Lord, he will not gonna forsake you. He's gonna take care of you. No trouble shall touch you. Don't say that. No trouble shall no harm shall touch you in these days, man. Job 5th chapter. Go on.
This Sirach 11, for what you just said, 11 and 26. Sirach 11 and 26. For it is an easy thing unto the Lord in the day of death to reward a man according to his ways.
It's an easy way for the Lord to do that. So fear the Lord, abide in him, and he got you. He will reward you of your ways, for your ways. For following him.
This is the book of Isaiah, chapter 54, verse 17. No weapon that is formed against thee shall prosper, and every tongue that shall rise against thee in judgment thou shalt condemn.
Yeah, man. And that's getting into like these like them spiritual, what people can say superpowers and spiritual powers. Because people gonna start seeing some things out here once this once shit hit the fan, you're gonna start seeing bullets flying off of brothers, flying off of them, like some Matrix type stuff. But it's gonna be the Lord. It ain't gonna be because they some gods or they was on the planet Krypton or whatever. Nah, it's gonna be the Lord protecting them. Because the Lord has a hedge around those that fear Him, that do His will. That's why we out here. So because we want that reward from the Lord, just to be delivered from this place, just to be delivered from Jacob's trouble, because it's gonna be ugly out here, and the righteous shall scarcely be saved.
This is the heritage of the servants of the Lord, and their righteousness is of me, saith the Lord.
That's the heritage. That's the heritage. That's the inheritance of the servants of the Lord. That's what we're gonna inherit. No weapon form being able to come against us. That's for the elect of His nation right here.
This is Proverbs 11:4. Riches profit not in a day of wrath, but righteousness delivereth from death.
Yeah, riches profit. Yeah, riches profit nothing. This is to be rich, coming back to your nationality, and to have the Most High on your side. Knowing who you are, knowing the fear of the Lord. That is riches, because money ain't gonna do nothing for you. What is a Range Rover gonna do for you when there's no gas? What is money gonna do for you when they're not accepting money no more? You can have $10,000 saved up. Once that dollar drop, it's gonna be gone.
This is Sirach chapter 2, verse 10. Look at the generations of old and see, did ever any trust in the Lord and was confounded, or did any abide in His fear and was forsaken? Or whom did he ever despise that called upon Him? For the Lord is full of compassion and mercy, long-suffering and very pitiful, and forgiveth sins and saveth in time of affliction.
Meshach, Shadrach, and Abednego, they got thrown into a furnace, into a flaming furnace, and the Lord kept them even then. To Nebuchadnezzar, they saw a fourth man in there, and they lost their damn mind. So the Lord got you. The Lord got you if you fear Him. You just gotta have that faith. There's gonna be some brothers in these days that gotta go under the sword, that might have to go under the guillotine, but their work's gonna go with them, and the Lord gonna raise them up, and they're gonna be the first ones to get on the chariots. So either way, you just gotta keep faith in the Lord, because He will not forsake his men. He got a certain number, 144,000 men, plus that 1/3 of elect. They gonna be all right. So that's the thing about this truth. It ain't pulling teeth. Just trust in the Lord. He's showing you prophecies. He's showing us signs in the heavens, like that crazy ass. It could have been the blue beam, but it could have been the chariot of the Most High over there in L.A. The Lord is showing signs.
Either way, it was the working of the Most High.
Yeah,
whatever it was the Most High.
And it was a sign in the heaven.
Right,
He's showing us signs. So this truth is just stay in it. Keep the faith, and the Lord got you. Period. You good. Part of the elect. You don't know if you part of the elect, but that, like the brother behind the camera always say, ain't none of your business. Just do what you're supposed to do. But you have hope in that. You have hope in that. What you're doing, you're gonna get rewarded for it.
James chapter 1, verse 2. My brethren, count it all joy when you fall into diverse temptations, knowing this, that the trying of your faith worketh patience. But let patience have her perfect work, that you may be perfect and entire, wanting nothing.
Patience is the ability to suffer over a span of time. So that's what the Lord has given us. We gotta suffer. If you want to inherit this kingdom, you want to be part of the elect. You want to have spiritual powers. You want to have all these wives. You want to see the kingdom come in. You want to be in a chariot and see America burning up. You gotta suffer. Because once the suffering over, it's gonna be over with. So suffer for this amount of time. Have patience, which shows your faith in the Lord, and then the reward will come after.
If any of you lack wisdom, let him ask of the Most High, that giveth to all men liberally, and upbraideth not, and it shall be given him.
And wisdom is going to be the stability of that time. So like the brother was saying earlier, what we need to be praying for is things like faith and wisdom. Because wisdom is going to be the riches in these last days. Wisdom is going to have, Lord willing, be part of that elect, part of that number. We're going to be shining in them days of Jacob's trouble. We're going to be as sparks amongst the stubble.
This is the book of Acts, chapter 14, verse 22. Confirming the souls of the disciples and exhorting them to continue in the faith, that we must through much tribulation enter into the kingdom of Yahweh. So like the brother was saying, with our faith and gaining this wisdom, we're going to be going through a lot of tribulation. A lot of heartaches with our parents, motherfuckers out here on the highways and byways, with this government when it comes down to martial law, as well as dealing with their rib or whatever as they call it, the main woman. But we gotta go through this tribulation because it's testing us so that when we get into the kingdom of heaven, we can appreciate it.
No all judgment. No right from wrong. Being suffered and then living it up. You can't live it up here.
This is the book of wisdom of Solomon, chapter 3, verse 1. But the souls of the righteous are in the hand of God, and there shall no torment touch them. In the sight of the unwise they seem to die, and the departure is taken for misery. And their going from us is to be, and their going from us to be utter destruction, but they are in peace. For though they be punished in the sight of men, yet is their hope full of immortality. And having been a little chastised, they shall be greatly rewarded, for God proved them and found them worthy for himself. And gold in the furnace as he tried them, and received them as a burnt offering. And in the time of their visitation they shall shine and run to and fro like sparks among the stubble. They shall judge the nations and shall have dominion over the peoples, and the Lord shall reign forever. They that put their trust in him shall understand the truth, and such as be faithful in love shall abide with him. For grace and mercy is to his saints, and he has care for his elect.
The Lord has care for his elect. Grace and mercy shall abide with them. Like that scripture said again, be sparks amongst the stubble, because these people are going to be stubborn, physically and mentally in their mind. They're going to be out of it. Out of it.
That's Wisdom of Solomon 2. That's Wisdom of Solomon 3, 1 through 7.
With that, we give all praises to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shah. Double honor to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Salutations to all the brothers out there spreading the word and truth and sincerity. Stay up. Shalom.